Alright, welcome back guys to my review of Redneck Island episode 6. And this episode is the Pinky Swear, and I have it on my DVR here, and it says the remaining players pull pranks on each other and build a water slide. Later, some of the guys get pedicures. It's just so ridiculous. But I thought this was a good episode tonight. Surprise. I mean, who goes home was very shocking to me. I didn't know which way this thing was going to go, but I thought it was a good episode. But most of the show is just a lot of pranks and stuff around camp, which makes me wonder how long are they actually on this island or whatever. Like, how long is this game taking place? Because it feels like every single day it's just some pranks, challenge, elimination. Typically you would see like more day-to-day life stuff happening, but it never really happens on this show. So I'm wondering if it's just like every day they have a challenge and then elimination, because they've only been here for 6 days then. So I'm not really sure what the timeline is. They never really come out and say it. So Bobo's pissed off. He thinks Catherine voted for him at Eliminations from last week's episode. He says he wants to eat Pearl her chicken. Catherine says that Bobo was just a mean, creepy man. Adam dresses up as Bobo, acts like him, puts his clothes on, and the guys build a water slide with a tarp. Steve Austin comes by. He gives Terry and Adam a ride on his four-wheeler. Later, Jennifer puts one of the chickens in the room while Terry and Bobo are sleeping, and the next day Bobo and Terry try to get revenge by waking up everybody else really early. They kind of failed. No one really cared. So that's what most of the show was. Like in the beginning, they were just kind of messing around and doing stuff like that. But then we get the challenge. Oh, and the girls give Adam, the girls and Adam give Kaiten and Bobo pedicures. So then we get the challenge, which is they have 50 toilet seats set up, and they have to lift the lid on the toilet seat, and they'll get like an animal, like an alligator or a bear or something like that, and they have to match them up. And the opposing team will have a player over this murky pit, and every time you get a match, you cut one of the ropes to send the opposing player into the pit, and there are 4 ropes. Well, Orange Team destroys this challenge. It's Kaiten and Terry over the pit, Catherine and Bobo, Adam sat this one out, versus Cassandra and Jennifer. And Catherine is so good at the match game that she gets all 4 ropes before Blue gets 1 rope. So, I mean, they just dominated this challenge. So, of course, Kaiten goes in the murky pit and he's very pissed off. He turns into a psychopath whenever he loses. And I also noticed one weird thing was there was no box this episode. Like, typically you'll get a box in the beginning that washes on shore that has something like the beers or the shower. There was no box this episode, and there was also no prize for winning the challenge. So I thought that was kind of odd. And Blue Team has the core group, Kaiten, Jennifer, and Cassandra, and they have to send one of these people home now, and they've been together for a long time. I have no idea how long, but I assume it's been a while by the way they were reacting. And Cassandra asked Jennifer who's she going to vote for, because she knows that Jennifer and Kaiten are also close. So she ends up pinky swearing to Cassandra that she's not going to send her home. She's going to vote for Kaiten. They're sending Kaiten home. They'd rather not compete against a guy in the final challenges or whatever, so they're going to be on the same page. And then Jennifer goes and talks to Kaiten, and she remembers that he's had her back since day 1, so she tells him she's not going to vote for him. So I'm thinking this could go either way. Like, who is she going to vote for? And Cassandra's freaking out. She's like, you're going to vote for Kaiten, right? Like, you're going to vote for Kaiten. And she tells the film crew that I really need this money for me and my son, and I'd rather not compete against a guy. And she's telling all this stuff to Jennifer, and Jennifer says, I'm not voting for you, and she keeps asking. And it's just, it was kind of annoying. So they go to Eliminations, and I'm thinking, what's going to happen here? Who's going to go home? And they vote Cassandra home. Even after everything, after the pinky swear and all that crap, that she sent her home. She sent her ass home. And Cassandra's pissed off. Steve asked her, is there anything you want to say? before you go?" And she says no. And Kaiten says, "It's not personal, you know, it's the game." And Cassandra's like, "I don't have anything to say to you guys." And I was like, man, she's just acting like a huge baby. What did she want? Did she just want everybody to just let her win? I mean, everybody's there because they could use $100,000. I mean, were they supposed to just let you walk in and win the game? I mean, what the hell, man? So I thought that was ridiculous. And I know I flip-flop a lot on who I like on this show. Like, at first I thought Bobo was pretty good, but now he's kind of like cocky and thinks he runs the damn place. Jennifer's still alright, but I was thinking who I would want to see win the show, and I was thinking Cassandra's pretty good. She never causes any drama. But after this, when she was acting like a big crybaby, I was glad she got sent home. I would rather see her go home than Kaiten, and that's just how I felt about it. So now, I think my favorite person on the show is Catherine. I mean, she seems really nice, and she doesn't cause any problems. And I would like to see her win because she seems like a nice person. Her or Adam would be the best people to win this show right now. So that's who I'm going for. And I thought it was a good episode. Apparently next week there's no more teams. They're getting rid of the teams. It's down to individuals. Everybody's wearing green now. And I don't know what's going to happen with that. They were kind of teasing Adam working with Bobo to get Catherine home, but that could have been a swerve. I don't think that's going to happen. I think they were just making it look that way, but I don't think he would actually do that. And they could send home weak people, or they could be trying to send home strong people so they don't have to continue to compete against them. Either way, I think Terry's going to be gone soon. I think once it comes down to individuals, she's not going to last too long. But I hope they do a season 2 as soon as possible, because Steve Austin is an awesome host. And I thought he's been doing a great job with the show. So yeah, that was it really. That was this week's episode of Redneck Island. Hope you guys liked the video. Leave your thoughts on this week's episode in the comments below, and thanks for watching.